Alright, doing a cheap video. Probably going to do this marking of it somehow with some sort of, donotgod.com, just on the ones I have on my own web space, so that, people don't embed them somewhere else without any acknowledgement of where the video came from. But anyway, that's a whole nother, whatever, it's other bullshit. I'm doing, this is going to be really cheap, resolution, whatever, small video, just to see what the size, how small a video you can make, and I'm just thinking about server space and bandwidth and all that crap. Just for crap videos like this, it's just a crap video. So if you don't have some time to waste, then don't bother with this one. I'm just gonna. I had this dream, so it's just gonna be one of these dream videos. But there is a lot of stuff going on in my head, a lot of videos in my head, and no place to put them. So anyway, so this, it was just kind of a weird dream. So this is, if you don't know the whole YouTube thing and everything else and personalities and whatever, you don't even want to bother with this one probably. So anyway, just I'll start with as far back as I could remember. As I went through the dream, I tried to get back further and further, and all I can get to is some reason I was in a car and on a highway, alright, and then somehow I was driving two cars at once. I don't know exactly how that happens. And then in the one car I turned into somebody else, so it was like some girl was driving the other car and I was driving my car. Well, anyway, and she was like in an SUV, and so anyway, she went over the barrier and then up this hill, and the car got stuck in like this mud or something at the top of this mountain, which is really weird. But anyway, and so I'm still driving, and it's like I'm getting news reports, telepathically. I don't know how, but it's like all this stuff is going on because now the car's stuck, and they can't go up or down, and the mountain is like melting, and so it's turning into mud. And so it was like, something those big trucks with the tires would go up or something. It's like really, whatever. So anyway, the truck is stuck. And so then there's a helicopter, because now the idea is somehow they're going to get it with a helicopter. And somehow I'm just driving on the highway, and somehow I end up in the helicopter. And so so it's like I switch from being in one car, then I'm in the other car, then I'm in this car. Anyway, so then now I switch from being in the car, and now I'm in the helicopter. And somehow I just don't get back into the car, so the car just must have kept going its own way, at its own adventure without me. So anyway, in the helicopter is having a hard time landing on this mountain, and it's all this stuff about trying to land it. Well, anyway, I ended up on the ground. I don't even know how that happened, but anyway, I'm on the ground and on top of this mud mountain, and it's like I meet these mud people, and they're not made out of mud. They just live on this muddy mountain in like a little shack. And it turns out it's like Dario and his family, which is kind of funny, on the mud mountain. So anyway, and so then we end up like eating. There's like a dinner table, and there's a whole family there, and they're all yammering in a language I can't understand. And somehow that turns into a restaurant. But anyway, that's just part of the transition. I mean, they're all talking about crap, and I don't know what the hell they're talking about. And all I'm trying to do is get some bread to eat. Because I'm hungry and I just want some breads. So I guess I finally get something to eat, and they're talking. So then all of a sudden they're starting to talk English, and so then Dario has a brother and he's like talking with his brother. And I'm a little pissed off at Dario because he doesn't seem to be paying any attention to me. And I'm like, well, gee, it's Dario, and he's like hasn't even said hello or anything. But anyway, he's talking to his brother about the price of apples, and so then they asked me how much apples cost here. Because they're going to pay 59 cents a pound for apples. And I said, well, that's a really good deal. If you can get apples for 59 cents a pound, that's a good deal. So I don't know. That was just weird. And so then I don't know exactly what was going on. But anyway, I'm leaving because like the restaurant, it's like it turns into a restaurant, and it's like I'm not supposed to be there because I'm a single person. So I'm supposed to be eating some single place. And well, anyway, so I decided not to do that, and so I just leave. And it's like then I'm saying, well, I didn't pay my bill, and then I realized, well, maybe the family pays the bill. I was just like, well, whatever, I'm getting out of here. It's all. It was like too loopy. And so I go out of the restaurant, get into my car, and so I'm trying to get into traffic. It's like all this traffic, and I say, oh, I gotta get gas. And so now I'm driving up to this gas station. and there was some sort of conversation between me and people in other cars, even though we weren't outside of our car. And it was like, well, anyway, it was like this 20-minute wait to get gas. And so anyway, the gas station, though, happened to be like this whole gas station in the town I live in. And, but it was like really rickety. And so I was like there, I was like, wow, nothing's changed in like 20 years. And somehow I knew it was 20 years since I'd been to the gas station. And, it's a real mess. And it's like somehow the pump was like really short. So like only short people could run the pumps, like midgets and stuff. I don't know what the hell that was about. No guess. And it's like this girl was running the gas station. But it wasn't anybody, it wasn't somebody I knew, I don't think. It was just kind of a girl. She was, just a girl in overalls. So I can't really make anything out of that one. But anyway, somehow there was something that had to do with cooking, and there was now, this pot of like beans on the stove, and the stove wasn't working, and like the flame was too much or too high or something, and I was fucking with the knobs and trying to fix it, and but anyway, so I never got to eat any of the beans or whatever. Because then people started giving me their credit cards. They were waiting in line to pay for their gas. And I'm like, well, why are they giving them to me? So I got like all these credit cards. I'm like saying, this ain't my job. I don't work here. I'm just trying to get some gas. And then before I was leaving, for some reason I thought I needed a car battery. And so then I was like, well, you got any car batteries? And so then the girl tries to sell me like this, battery, for like $129 or something. Then she's like, well, it's unreliable though, so you have to buy this backup, and that's extra. And then so all of a sudden the price was getting to be hundreds of dollars. I'm like, well, fuck this, I don't want hundreds of dollars worth of battery. I just want a battery. So I just said, oh, the hell with this. And so it's like the restaurant, I just said, I gotta get the hell out of here. And so I left the gas station, and it seems like I must have gone home, but I don't know. I don't remember doing that. And all I remember is I'm walking with a car battery. I'm carrying a car battery, and I'm walking, and it's like this tunnel-y thing. It's like dark, and I can't see anything really. I'm just walking in the direction you can walk in. And then there's some voice like saying "Daddy" or something, like there's this sense that I have some child somewhere in the dark that needs me, and I'm like, I don't know, what the hell am I supposed to do, I don't know. And so I just keep walking, because I'm like, I don't know, it's spooky. I don't know where to go or how to find that person. So all of a sudden I don't have the battery anymore anyway. I guess I just drop it or whatever, and I end up at this open place, and it's almost getting like kind of video game-ish. It's like I've gone into a video game now. And everything gets a little bit bizarre. And so there's like this opening, and then there's like water, like an ocean or a bay, and it's all full of these fish, like sharks and giant fish and things, and they're just all. And there's some guy on the shore, not shore, but like on a dock or something, right next to the wall that I'm looking out from, and he's like selling fish. And then the fish start getting like rotten, and then the fish are made out of fish. So it's like a whole bunch of fish looking like a fish. And that was like really, it started getting kind of fucked up. And I'm, and there's nowhere to go. I mean, there's like this cliff into the water, and you can't go into the water because, the shark fish will eat you. And you can't really get to the guy who's selling them, and so it's like a video game in the sense there's some trick, there's like a trick to get from here to some opening that's way over there, but you don't know quite how to do it, like what you have to step on and what you have to do to get there. And then all of a sudden that fuck Satanism guy shows up, and he's there too, waiting to try to figure out how to get anywhere, and he's like, I don't know what the fuck to do. He's just like sitting there. So that was kind of funny. And what else? I don't think much else happened after that. I think I woke up, but it was it's a weird dream. It's kind of a little bit fucked up. So I don't know what half of it means. I mean, some of it you can sort of figure out, but a lot of it didn't make any sense at all. I don't know if I missed anything, but strange. So I just thought I'd throw it in there. Just a pointless video to test. Just a little test video. Small video just to throw on the website for what the hell purposes, I don't know. And I'm going to try a couple other video uploading sites, just see what they look like, see what the features are. Yeah, the problem is that Ning thing, you know. I mean, I was posting videos there, but I mean, they don't play worth shit. I mean, I was watching a couple today, and it skips. So fuck that shit. I mean, it's really irritating when a video skips. I mean, yeah. I mean, at least even after you buffer it, it still doesn't play right. So I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but it just ain't good. I mean, maybe I just need to reboot my computer. Maybe it's a computer thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a web browser thing. I don't know. Whatever the fuck it is, I don't like it. So we'll see what happens. No, that's probably enough.